Yo, what's up guys, I'm Fire here back from the video, and today we're going to be bringing you guys another gameplay. In today's video, we're going to be running the gun tight offset tight end formation, one of my personal favorites. And the first thing you're going to do is go to the halfback 1 package. Now my face cam is covering it, but you're going to go to the halfback 1 package. Now we're going to set our audibles. I like Y out HB swing. You're going to leave the inside zone. You're going to swap out bench for this Chargers in play, and then at R1 you're going to go with the halfback wheel play. So we will also be running some other plays like spot, or Z spot rather, which again you can't see, but 0-1 trap's another good one. So we'll go through a lot of these plays, even though they're not in the audibles. It's one of my favorite formations, and I do hope to be running it a little bit more as well. Now we are going to be using the Panthers. I like the Panthers offense a lot. I liked them in the beta, even as early as that. Now we have Cam Newton, so we have a mobile quarterback. We're going to start out with some Y out HB swing. The whole offense is going to be built around the Y out HB swing play. It's the best play, one of the best plays in the game. Now we are in the Chargers playbook once again, as I mentioned, or I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but there was a play called Chargers in, so that should kind of give it away. But we are in the Chargers playbook, and we're just going to start out. Usually you can just check it down to one of these drags, which we did right there. Again, just feel him out, see what coverage he's doing, see what he is. Looks like some match coverage on the first play. Now, as far as the hash mark that you're supposed to be on, I usually run it like this with my running back to the wide side of the field. Some people don't like that because when you are in this inside zone, kind of goes to the short side, but we're going to run the inside zone. Something I like to do is use that little motion that we used right there. What that motion does just kind of shifts the opponent's focus to the right side, and you run it to the left. Now, again, he looks like he's running a lot of match coverage. That first play was a cover 6 invert. Second play was a standard cover 6. We're going to go to the spot play. One of my favorite setups for this play is just to streak B, and that's pretty much it. So we're just going to streak B. We leave our little high-low on this left side. Of course, you have a high-low on that right side. And looks like we got DJ Moore there wide open. We had a nice angle. Normally, that outside quarter could match on that particular route, but we had the better angle, so we were able to throw that. Now, we do want to go back to the inside zone a lot. We're going to try and be as balanced as we can, although it is more of a passing formation generally than a running formation. You want to run this inside zone maybe 10 times a game at least. Looks like we might have already got this guy out of his match coverage, which seemed to be his original scheme. We could definitely run the ball against this front, but we will go to the air here. We're going to flat X, drag Y, streak B. This is out of the halfback wheel play. I also like to motion Marshall out. This will also kind of make him think that it's a run play, and then you end up throwing the ball. So that's the same motion we're using for the runs. There you see a little check down open, but that wheel route does get open against a lot of coverages. Going to go back to the Y out HB swing. Here's a look at the setup, little hitch, little wheel route. Just feeling him out once again. Looks like we have DJ Moore on that. It was a weird pass. I don't know why he threw it so far behind him. I was trying to pass it to the right. Here's another setup I like out of Y out HB swing. A little drag with Y. We put X on a curl. We actually have this flat with McCaffrey that we will use, but you might not be able to use out of every single formation. I did not mean to throw that to X. I meant to throw it to Y. I accidentally clicked the wrong button, but thankfully we were able to complete that. This guy's doing a pretty dang good job of mixing up his coverages. A lot of, zone. That time he actually ran man, which was why we had the drag and corner out both wide open. Not a very good run there. Looks like he's going to try and run some man coverage, and if he is going to run man, that is where we're going to take advantage of this route combination out of the Chargers in play. McCaffrey's on this little in route. That's really good this year. We also have Terrace Marshall on his little drag, but we're really trying to hit CMC's, the highest overall player on this football team, and we're going to take advantage right there. Really good man coverage route. It's the same route that's in double post or Pat's verts, those, verts halfback under, those really good routes. And we have it out of this tight offset, which is definitely something nice. All right, man, looks like we're going to face a runner, which is not fun at all. Hopefully he doesn't just run the ball the entire game, but we are going to be facing a runner, which means you guys might not see a lot of defensive plays. Of course, we try to keep the videos entertaining, and when someone's running stretch 20 times a game, it's not the most entertaining thing to watch. And my go-to run defense right now is to kind of chill in this 3-3-5 wide. Of course, you notice right here we're running this cover 4. Just simple match. You're not going to have to make a lot of adjustments. Cover 4, of course, is good against the run and the pass. Right there. Would have liked my defensive lineman to help out, but third down nonetheless. He actually goes to the play action there. We get nobody to match on, but again, against these runners, you just kind of let them dink and dunk down the field, take their 4-yard runs. Not a lot of players will play like that. They will do it to the beginning of the game, but do they stay committed to gaining 4 yards of play? That's the interesting thing. And if so, can you hold them to field goals in the red zone? That's the big part of this style of defense. Dude, what? How is my quarter flat? Like, do you see my quarter flat? I'm pretty sure he just blitzed inside instead of not staying outside. It makes no sense to me. Yeah, Sunrek was on my quarter flat on that play, and instead of actually staying out where he would have had a wide open drag route to actually cover, he decided to not do that, which is very interesting. So much fun playing against runners, man. Now he actually is going to switch to split close here. Interesting strategy when the run was slightly working here, and this is why if you're... What? Oh my god, how is that not a sack? I was literally commentating like I thought it was a sack. Nobody sacks him? Like, what? What I was saying is this is what happens when you make runners pass the ball, or they try to pass the ball before somehow, as he's probably going to run the ball here. Knowing him, we're going to pinch just to kind of take that away, but how that's on a sack is a joke. I don't understand how Jimmy G turned into prime Big Ben, but you see he's bagged once again here. Oh my god, I mean, all day. We rush 4, he sends out 5, just all day to throw. Back to the play action. Once again, that is a terrible read. You had the flat open, did not have that corner route open. AJ Boye gonna not take this to the crib. We could have taken that to the crib, but we're showing off the offense, so of course we want to get back out on the field with Cam. Now we're about to hit the 2-minute warning, so we're just going to run another inside zone now. One of the reasons that this formation can be a little bit negative is because of the fact right here, some defensive formations, the defensive linemen, defensive ends will line up right over the wide receivers. So Robbie Anderson, of course, sometimes will pick up on, Nick Bosa, and that's never a good sign. So we'll try and like double team him. It doesn't work out here, but Robbie Anderson actually seals him off, which is always good. Look at CMC making a nice man miss, and you see 4 carries, 28 yards. The inside zone has definitely been good to us. Now, every time I see someone run match coverage, I like wheel routes. For whatever reason, wheel routes seem to give match coverage trouble. The more wheels you run, the better it is generally. So this is match coverage, and we're going to have Robbie Anderson wide open on that left-hand side. We'll take that read every time. Now again, when you see cover 6 invert, that's going to mean a cover 2 invert on the left side, which is of course this left side right here. Meaning this corner right here is actually on a deep half, believe it or not. Interesting enough. So maybe we can kind of try and like throw a little streak with Robbie Anderson. Let's go with a fade route, but we'll just try and like run a combo kind of like this. See if he actually switched coverages, which is not good. We'll just check it down to Terrace Marshall. And look at these drag routes, man. A lot of drags, a lot of short passes in this offense, and that's when you beat him up deep afterwards. Now, of course, we're in a perfect position to kind of control the clock here. He has to do everything with his timeouts. We're in a perfect spot, 16-yard line, so we're going to probably take this down, as far as we can naturally. Again, we're going to try and hit CMC. Not sure if he's going to stick in the match coverage. I would expect some kind of a cover 3 look if I had to guess, but we're going to take the clock down, run this play. CMC is not going to be open, but Robbie Anderson is rather, and we had Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore on that corner route to drag combo. Just pick one, and we're back in the end zone now. Again, could have managed the clock a little bit better. Maybe we run an inside zone before we score a touchdown, but you can't really pass up a touchdown, and this guy hasn't proved to move the ball with any urgency, so we'll take it. All right, man, we're just going to stick in the cover 4 on defense until he actually proves that he can beat it. We'll give up these short passes like this. You can have that, especially with a minute left in this accelerated clock. We'll give you those. Obviously, you would hope that your match coverage does its job, but if it doesn't, it's perfectly fine because he's sticking with this weird combination where nothing is open. He's going to have to throw the ball away, and you see already 20 seconds came off the clock. Again, I'm kind of fine giving up 3 here, knowing that we might be able to make a stop out of half. Of course, he does get the ball. Even the single back bunch tight end, which there are not a lot of plays except for this one that you see always happen. He's going to actually take off with Jimmy G, throw it into coverage. What? How is that not a pick is beyond me. That was 1,000% should have been a pick. I don't know how that's not a pick. He threw it right at me. My guy like swats the air. I don't even know if I got an animation necessarily, but that's just cool, man. Gonna go to the 2-4-5 odd here, knowing that it's a passing heavy situation. Gonna try and generate some pressure off the edge, which we do not do. He's gonna have this absolutely bagged. Look at my man Franklin Jr. He's a low overall, but he does make some plays. This guy's a little bit mad, so we're just gonna troll him and run backwards, see if he might actually quit. I mean, we might just try and go up top here. If not, we'll hit DJ Moore. It is going to be some man coverage, so we're just going to actually take off with Superman here, get Superman involved in the ground game. Look at my man Cam in his return. Ooh, perfect execution right there. I didn't think we would be able to get that off in time, but we actually get the ball out with 1 second. We'll take it. Alright boys, so the reasoning behind this drive of us kind of giving him anything he wants is to keep him in the game. We don't want him to rage quit. It's never fun playing against guys who rage quit. You know, we're in the situation where I hop into another game. I don't want it to be a full game because then it's like 1.5 games. The video might be a little bit too long. But then if we get another guy who rage quits quick, do I have to hop into a third game? It's usually just better if we can play out one full game. So that's going to be my reasoning, kind of letting this guy score, preferably fast so we can get more offensive. But yeah, man, we're just going to kind of let this guy run the ball. We're in 2-4-5 odd, of course, not 3-3-5 wide. We'll see if he actually does stick with the ground game or switch over to the passing game, which he could end up throwing an interception. A little bit of weird motion, but, I mean, we're stopping the run pretty well out of this, surprisingly, so who knows. Now, what is annoying is me just not getting any pressure at all this game. We got pressure like one time, and that time Jimmy G turned into Prime Big Ben and broke every single sack in the book. That was good run stick right there, but, yeah, man, we got to get some pressure. Might have to start sending some heat, or he's just going to go no huddle and run the ball, which is an interesting strat. He's got to be going to the pass here, making hot routes like that, which he does. Level sail. That was not the read I would have made. I would have thrown to the wide open hitch, but you choose. All right, I guess we're just sticking with this no huddle offense. I would have hoped. I mean, he's going no huddle. At least he has some urgency, but you know, where was that urgency when he ran the ball for 3 yards in a cloud of dust? Now he's going to take off with Jimmy, and there's just nothing open. Easy pick. Oh my God, there's no way that's not a pick. And we are back to the no-huddle offense after throwing a ball that went through one of my defenders' hands. I don't know who exactly that was. Maybe C.J. Henderson, I believe. But you're bagged on this play. He's going to scramble out, see if he actually runs with Jimmy, which he doesn't. And now we get our interception with Franklin Jr., Finally, we catch a pick. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a miracle. We caught an interception in Madden 22. Who would have thought? We're going to go to the air here. Just try and generate something deep. Who knows what we can get here on this particular play. We'll just check it down as most deep plays kind of turn out. Look at McCaffrey get, whoo, nice little juke move. That corner who got spinned out did not come back up. We could have taken that to the crib. He's going to go back to his press cover 6 invert, which is no fun to play against. Maybe this was actually man coverage. That time, Nick Bosa beats Robbie Anderson, which is, again, this formation gives it actually a little bit of trouble because of that matchup. And that's obviously in only terms of the running game for that particular run. If we were to run an 0-1 trap, I'm sure we would have been fine, but we're going to go to this, Chargers in. Again, this is just the setup I run, fade A. And that's pretty much all you really have to do. You have 2 drags. You have a nice little out route with Robbie if you need it. Check it down to McCaffrey again. Just feed him. You know, get your best player of the football. And that's exactly what we're doing. Usually running backs are fed the ball heavy in this year's game out of any formation anyways, so not too bad. If you were going to try out the 0-1 trap, we did want to get another run in here. And as I predicted, the 0-1 trap does fare better for us than the inside zone as far as that Robbie Anderson to Nick Bosa matchup is concerned. Here's another new setup for you guys out of the halfback wheel. Just trying to get some new setups at this point in the gameplay. We got McCaffrey out of the backfield. We'll possession catch that just to get even more offensive reps because we know what this guy's going to do offensively, pretty much nothing. We're actually going to try out a new setup. This is the slot wheel play. We put Y on that deep dig. We put RB on the wheel, X on the flat, of course B on the flat. We're going to see if we can hit maybe DJ Moore deep here. We had CMC. I just didn't want to throw that wheel route. I was trying to look for DJ Moore, but the outside third did a nice job of defending it. I'm just going to try and throw something deep here. See what we can get. We got Terrace Marshall wide open. That was man coverage. That wheel route actually did work against man. I didn't even know that was as good of a man coverage beater as it was right there. So look at Terrace Marshall, man. That was press man-to-man. His wheel route, we motioned him out, and he was able to burn him. So nice dot there, and we go up 24-0 under the 2-minute warning now. See if we can just make one more stop just for fun. At this point in the game, man, we're just going to play kind of a bend but don't break, I guess. See what he's doing. He's bagged again. We get that pressure. Shaq Thompson screaming off that edge. Yeah, man, we're just going to start sending some pressure out of the 2-4-5 odd formation. See if we can just get something cool. He's going to throw these check downs as always. Jimmy G in real life is this player right here with the way that he's throwing the football and this passing attack is going. I will say it's an interesting decision to huddle up with 1:10, but I don't think he really cares about winning the game anymore. Maybe he's just trying to put up some moral points, so you can't really blame the guy. I respect him for at least staying in the game because, again, a lot of these guys rage quit. Definitely makes filming videos harder online when these guys rage quit, especially if you're under a time crunch or whatever the case may be, but he is in a body bag right here, and look at our guy, Hassan Reddick, get that pressure, get that sack that I think he deserved when Jimmy G went ape on him. Oh, that's a pick. Ooh, playing with fire, young man. All right, man, let's end it off with a little strip sack action. We're just going to send everybody. Goes with a screen. Imagine. I guess this might not be the last play of the game, but he's going to let time expire. Respect to my guy. I know we trash talked him a lot, but you got to respect an opponent who stays in. Definitely am a fan of this guy, but let's get over the video and the game, man. 24-0, played pretty perfectly offensively. I think I only made a couple of mistakes on a couple of plays, but other than that, we played really well offensively, man. If you enjoyed, if you want more of these gameplays, if you want more formations, let me know what you want to see. If you want to see more of tight offset, maybe an ultimate team, let me know. But that's going to do it for me. Here are the stats, and peace. I'm out of here.